That's right. Today is Wednesday. All aboard Hump Day. Sir Groove.
Sir Frisco,
Welcome back, sir.
where is Madame Lisa?
I'm Madame Lisa. Yeah, boy.
Yes. Morning, everybody.
I see what you
There
did.
she is, oh beautiful one.
Good morning. How are you?
Oh, not too bad. How you all doing?
Well, I've been fighting a stomach flu since yesterday. I don't know what happened.
What?
Really?
He kicked too early, man.
Cake? It wasn't even cake. Y'all know I don't do that like that.
Because I thought G the draggy in Christmas.
He's pulling it in.
In the draggy, Santa they tell her to sleep and Tony they wake up with Christmas music. I don't know.
I know, but I know a neighbor up here who's got it real bad, like real bad.
Really?
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
been sick for a minute.
Well, it's because of all of the rain and the moisture, and then the nice cool front of morning. And this at the time when people start to get the things, right? The bugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, starting to move around though. There's something moving around. A couple of things
Got
moving
your
around.
week and stuff. Like, damn.
Yeah, there's,
I know.
there's, some stuff. There's a stomach thing moving around and there's a upper respiratory thing moving around.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, true that. So I want to take care of the upper respiratory, I want to breathe in.
Yes. And the lower respiratory.
I made a plan for go to the down and leave Alton Hall up to the place how the flooding they treated and take one or two picture.
Don't do that.
Apparently, you can't take picture of the thing.
That's a whole different kind of worms, brother.
I know.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get it. I know they get it. No.
I don't understand. You know, but
Yeah, there's
I don't understand it either.
there's a funny smell in the atmosphere.
you know what this? You know where this
Is
is
that
going?
popular?
You know where I see this going, and I'll tell you, the Mayan leaders and the Mayan authority need to check this real quick, because this is heading the way of the human rights. You know, remember when the human rights came in and people agreed, yeah, everybody have to have human rights, and we made concessions and we gave, you know, the people gave in and say, yeah, all right, you know, you're right, you need to have that human right. But then everybody started to pile on until it got blown out of proportion, so that people that believe in human rights started saying, wait a minute, this is never what we intended.
They
So
started
now-
to kill themselves.
Yeah, so now we get at a point now where we promoting our culture, the culture, everybody talking about the culture. Then you have the outside people where they say, but what that I mean for everybody else? You know, if you want to have this, what that I mean for we? If you want to do that, what that I mean for we? But it looked like we did find out. Because it seemed like protecting the culture mean you can't look on it, you can't talk about it, you
Yeah,
can't take picture of
there's
it.
a segregation. There's a hint of segregation
Yeah.
that's brewing
ain't
in the
cool.
underbelly, and I think some people have to be very careful of what we do and what we say.
I very much for the Mayan and everybody's culture, but be real. Let's not take it over the top now. You know, everybody, we're all in tourists. You have stop tourists from take pictures now. Oh, I mean, how far it going?
How far?
Yes, it is a building that is put there that belongs to the nation of Belize. You know, I don't get it, man. I think, you know.
I think that is a bit out the box right now.
Yeah, pretty soon.
It's a
people get
funny-
so do it.
It's a funny road because when all things tourism, that is what sells.
Exactly.
You sell
Exactly.
that the culture sells. It's the riches of the nation that sells, whether it is the environmental,
From whichever culture.
whether it's cultural based on the richness of a history. But if you start talking things about terminologies like cultural exploitation, what are we saying now? Because Tourism goes to the overall GDP of the country.
Right.
Exactly.
It's what runs the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's a part of the national budget. And now if people are hinting now that, well, all of a sudden now these are should be untouched territory now, and well, it's a for me, this is not for no.
Mm-hmm.
The funny language you talk about right now.
Yep.
I mean, I listen to the other thing. I mean, try to find a balance between the cultural thing and the other thing, but no, with this one with the pop out now, there's a clear tone.
Agenda.
There's a clear message that's being
You say agenda?
sent by individual
Yeah.
or individuals, and to me, I don't know, it's a funny situation to talk about.
Where I noticed the comments came from an activist.
Mm-hmm.
Not, and you'd wonder, is this from the community on a whole, or is this just a personal view of an individual?
Clearly it
Because,
was. I mean, but again,
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody will forgive.
Yeah.
Mike
Everybody knows the history of we back here at Remandala. We have 4 indigenous rights. We have 4 indigenous people having their areas protected and their cultures respected. But the question where the morning stew they ask is how do you define respected? Because when you have busloads of tourists going to Sunantunich or to Alton Ha or to any of our
other Mayan sites.
any Mayan sites, they go there with their cameras to take pictures in front of it, beside it, on top of it.
Yeah.
So
This is what I'm
if
saying.
the kid-
This is what I'm saying. Our funny territory, and people have to be very careful what they say. What are we saying
right.
here? Well, you're right. Now,
We don't want nobody to do that.
yeah, what are we saying now? Guys, that way you sound like this is for me, not for no. Can't use
Mhm.
things that are quote unquote Belizean because it's not for uno.
Mm-hmm.
A funny language.
Well, I want to say just for reference sake, to say if, I am just saying, I wonder if this is political. I wonder if one PUP person goes take the same picture, if that guy would get up and say the same thing. You have to watch
That's a
everything.
fair question. But then it comes
Yeah,
off the heel
yeah.
of the their
the-
dance
their dance.
scenario.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So two in a 1 month. All right, we're saying a trend now. What is this? What are we saying
Yeah,
here?
right. We have to see what happens next month. But I think that things like this belittles the real cause and the real fight that indigenous people have in trying to preserve the culture. Things like this, I believe, water it down. Yeah, and make people start to say, but wait, when they got to, and you know what? People start to double thinking your cause. If you have a cause and you have people behind you, you have to be careful who you have out there speaking for you, because you'll start to lose supporters, and you don't want that.
Again, a funny language when you're saying.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, again, all these tourist destinations, archaeological sites, they make up a big part of the tourism industry. And so it's used in that manner all day, every day, as long as the sites are open.
Yeah.
One of Frisco is saying, we're getting sick, we're dying, times are getting harder, and the guy talking about disrespect, question mark.
Well, he said it's culture. What was the word? Cultural. Oh hell! I just say it and I don't forget what he said. Exploitation, cultural exploitation. No, I don't know about that. I mean, that's at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You go from that guy for that drums money, mate. Yeah, we can't take picture there now. What are we saying? A funny the funny roads when people start to make these comments where you're.
And you know how I saw it? You know how I saw it? First of all, when I saw the picture to begin with, my only impression of the picture was, yo, that's a cool picture.
That's where
I
I
mean,
went.
I mean, the dare dance thing, you could have missed sister legitimacy, you know. But now we talk about Maya sites are ruins where everybody go take picture and everybody.
Yeah,
It's a part of
yeah.
the. It's a part of the what Belize has to offer every day. No,
Yeah.
we're saying, well, I can't use that, or X person can't use it, or Y person. Yeah,
You
we
see,
gotta be very careful with this. Said no in a
Yeah.
2025.
The artistic thing that I saw about the picture, right? First of all, when I saw it, it doesn't matter who was in the picture. The composition of the picture was a nice picture. Then when you realize what the story is about, you say, all right, the reason why they sit on front of the pyramids is because it's showing steps climbing to the top. So it's sending a signal. It's showing something. But to me, it doesn't. It's a monument.
But Groove,
Yeah.
the Maya temples are a big part again of Belize's identity and what it has to offer. All these archaeological
Exactly.
sites.
Exactly.
So
And that's the
what are
point.
we saying? Are we saying no? We can't use these archaeological sites now for whatever, because it's an identity. It's Belize, like it's what sells Belize. It's a thing that generates finance for the country.
Mm-hmm.
And what are we saying now that because if they tell one person they can't use it, that means they tell everybody they can't use it, because that's what it's used for.
Yeah.
Everybody
Well, what's gonna
goes to the
happen-
sites to take pictures, whether it's for vacation, whether it's for some event. People have come here because they identify Belize and its heritage, being Mayan
Diverse culture.
heritage from, a part of our history, being in this 8,800 and whatever it is. It's a part of us. It's a part of the region. And it's a funny thing. So this guy got to be very careful. What are we saying?
What happened? I believe that in the next couple of days we're going to be seeing clarifications on this very, very issue.
I think so.
Because, there has to be, because you can't make statements like that and leave it out there, because it leaves a lot of questions. So
It's an identifying marker when it comes to what Belize is. And if you're saying, well, you're not authorized to use this marker for whatever reason. So when should we use this marker? When should we go to a Maya ruin and take a picture?
Do we need to ask permission?
Right, right. So again, these are uncharted territories where people are trying to stir up.
All right. So we're saying, if we can get up and say we have diverse culture and we do so proudly of it, of it as a country, then I don't see what's the problem.
Yeah,
Again,
I believe
and so-
something. I can tell you the honest to goodness truth. I believe the same way how they have one phrase when they say they don't want ambulance chaser, where like if you don't want a liar or something like that, you're looking for something to get your name, or you get. There are people like that. No, I'm not accusing anyone of being that way in reference to this, but I do believe that some people aren't very, they can't express their thoughts very, very well, and what they want to say is not actually what come out of their mouth.
You do have a point, and somebody has brought it up, that it could be a political shot.
Yeah,
We don't know what's the individual's
Yeah.
motive.
Exactly. And again, God, you hate getting politics, but one thing because there's a lot of political shots being taken right now. Like, Paulie Mark Chan, even know if in the run in Mesopotamia against Shine and Lawrence Ellis. 3 people to run, in Mesopotamia right now. Why? I'm not sure if they're going to run for true. So as soon as they find out if they're running, I make one no.
But I hear about
I know, but a lot of things to go on wrong there.
But again, if it is political, then that individual has to be very careful of the language, because, and I can't say that political, so I know I said that.
We can't say that neither. But you know, the question.
Hey, I want to
is
take it for
there.
what it is. The person said it. So when we were talking about cultural exploitation, basically you're saying that everything from the top to the bottom falls under that language because that's basically what it's used for.
So
The sites, our
our
barrier reef,
everything.
our archaeological sites, our blue hole, everything that forms a part of what Belize has to offer to the world comes under, if you want to put it under those words, exploitation, financial. It is what pays the bills and a part of the GDP. Tourism. Tourism is exploitation. So, what are we saying? And so we can't
I think
just,
for sure.
we can't just take the kind of shine, take a picture there, take that, because when you, that comment does not only cover Sir Shine, it covers everybody who uses
across the board.
all archaeological sites for whatever tourism purpose, for whatever promotional purpose, because it identifies with Belize.
Yeah, this will be clarified.
So
in the
that
next couple of
gentleman,
days.
I don't know, you got to be very careful with what we're saying because the funny times we live in where Belize has different cultures. And you know what come off like you to segregate now and they say, well, this is for me and this is not for Uno. Because there's already that land thing where some people not like the language there either.
Right.
Well, as far as we know, it's not everyone in the Mayan community saying that's just
Yeah,
one.
I know.
Just one person.
Yeah, well, one person said that. Do we give legitimacy to what one person says? One person might
That's
say,
what-
others might think it. We don't
Is
know.
he
That's the
talking
guy.
on behalf of somebody?
That's the guy's name, Juan. I don't know if it's one person. I know it's just Juan.
He worked with us as a correspondent, actually.
Okay, but
What?
I mean, you have to be very careful with this language though,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
people we could read into it different ways.
Yeah. Another thing we want to jump in because apparently somebody gonna be meeting today we want to talk about.
Yeah, we're gonna go over to we're gonna have a outside a broadcast. The Central Bank of Belize is having a press briefing.
Yes. I want to find out how much money I got. That's right. One other thing you see, ladies and gentlemen, unlike Lisa when she gone and just made a hang out and go about the jollificate and express herself and do all kind of things. Jollificate, yes, man, I mean jollificate. Me,
What did
in my 2 days that I gone, I was doing investigative journalism.
Uh-oh.
We saw you on telly.
What?
Saw you on the telly.
You saw me on the. Oh yeah. Okay, that's another thing. But yes, I was investigative journalizing myself.
You made it on
And
TV?
as I stood on the veranda at the hotel because
On the veranda?
yes, on the veranda
Veranda.
and the porch. I know you remember when they cut down that tree, the battlefield park.
Yes, with the bird.
All the blackbirds disappear.
Yes.
And for months, people they say, where the blackbird? And I find out where the blackbird they gone.
Amen.
Where did they go?
The blackbird they gone, and then the land for every tree in a battlefield park in front of Tropicana can see every blackbird,
What?
white bud,
Not
red bud,
battlefield.
huh?
Not battlefield.
Battlefield,
BTL.
BTL park.
Mhm.
All of the bird ended down there, bro. I couldn't believe it when I sat there and I watched that.
It's
Um,
crazy.
Yeah, so just in case you don't want to know, if you don't love a bird, I don't want to say, I'm gonna go check them out over
They
there.
do have a home at the BTL park.
Yes, we did not evict them out of the country.
So let's hope that they don't cut down those trees.
Oh Lord, then from there they're gonna move right up into the lap of luxury.
They're welcome here.
I'm gonna go in Rasbo.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I picture there, Rasbo.
Yeah, I don't know where to go with Bob.
Morning, my rice.
Yeah,
Leafy.
the last few days, I have not been on the stew, and a whole lot of stew fans, a whole lot of stewers, been, trying to find out what's going on.
So as
No.
they found me. I don't know if they found Frisco, but they found me. And
Yeah.
some of them very respectful. Some of them I thought was like, what? So
Yeah.
ask him.
So what happened was, you know that I don't like talk my business
Don't do it.
by radio and TV. I'm a very private person.
Don't do it.
And I asked Donna, if you mind if I mention it, and she said, yeah. So I know I mentioned it, but over the last couple of days, Donna had a heart procedure.
I just say
yes.
I mention it.
Yes, I know I mentioned it, but yeah, she did have a heart procedure. She'd been having symptoms for a while. We didn't know what it was until when we found out. Then we got it taken care of. I want to say respect to everybody at KHMH and to Dr. Lin. Dr. Lin is a Asian doctor that speak Creole, Spanish, Garifuna, and Ifoni. And him and his team, they did an excellent job, and the people at KHMH. So respect to them and to all our that sent out prayers and offered any kind of help and support. Respect to all our. But she's doing fine. I get up this morning while she's still there in her bed to cook breakfast, because that's what I have to do now. That's what I'm going to do anyway. But yeah, she's
cook the right things.
Huh?
I said, make sure you cook the right things.
Yes, I did. This morning I made string beans and because you have to eat healthy. String beans with mushrooms and egg and cheese with sachets and waffles that are healthy.
I'm here, Frisco.
Yes.
And it's not even Thursday.
Yes, and just for the record, Rasbok, I still have to wait like 1 week more.
Hush.
How's it that?
You say, God bless your soul, Donna. One of our stewards saying, thank you, Mayor.
Yes, yeah, everybody may check in.
Thanks to everybody who, reached out. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your love. And as Steve said, thank you for your prayers. And it doesn't stop.
That's right.
And you and the family, Steve, up in prayer.
Yes, thank you. Thank you all very much. Speaking about up in prayer, we got to lift Chuck Woolery up in prayer because he passed away a few days ago.
He was 82, right?
83.
Okay.
Yes. Those of you who may not know who Chuck Woolery is, he was the original host of Wheel of Fortune 2.
Wheel of Fortune,
Until that BDI rat looking Patsy Jack go and get on about the show. I don't know that way going on, but I think Chuck Woolery and the Paul Patsy Jack big totally dead.
He did the love connection, right?
Connection.
Yeah, that was one of the raunchy show too. And then they had this other guy, Gene Rayburn. He was the nastiest game show host. He had a show named Match Game. Check out Match Game if you guys want to laugh. Yeah. But all
right, let me see if I could grab a quick commercial break here now. I remember we have that. I'm not sure the length of that, but we'll hang around and see.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. So happy Wednesday, everybody.
Happy Wednesday.
It's hump day.
Full entourage, full ensemble, Groove, Lisa, and myself. We're in the place.
The three Muxateers. We don't mux wrong.
That's us.
That's right. Oh, just before we go to break, 4 o'clock this morning, school kids still walking to school, trying to get across. Ministry of Education, Honorable Francis Fonseca. We don't need for conduct cricket tree, not during the day. Conduct cricket tree 4 o'clock the morning, and stand up with these kids, and then make the right decision. Because until the MOE decide that kids in these flooded areas shouldn't have to go to school, then they pop down.
There is online.
That's right. Frisco and Lisa, they said that one of the pop.
All right, folks. We'll be right back.
Grab the break and come back. This is your morning stew on a beautiful Wednesday.